Round 17 was quite disappointing, honestly, but at the same time, my beloved Cats won. So these are the tips I got right. So I got 7 out of 9, which is, on par is probably 8. So I was 22 points off from my margin of 71, but Western Bulldogs won by 49 points, so I got that right. I got Collingwood right, and I think I was off by 1 the margin, so pretty impressive. I went for West Coast in upset, and GWS decided to show up pretty big, so that's annoying. Tipped Gold Coast. I was almost tempted to tip Essendon, but they had a fair crack, but Gold Coast was just too strong in that last quarter. Geelong, pretty good. They switched off a little bit in that last quarter, so it could have been 100 points. Unfortunately, it wasn't, but 8. We still got like 6%, so it's not too bad in top 4. So the next one is Brisbane Lions. They won against Port. I think Port had like 3 on the bench at one point, injury-wise, so that's unfortunate, but Brisbane going along nicely. St Kilda, I tipped Hawthorn. That's right. Hawthorn won by 20 points. St Kilda weren't too bad, but Hawthorn were just a little bit slicker. And Jack Gunston, he keeps getting better with age. So I think he's kicked 11 goals in the past 2 matches, which is insane. The next one I got wrong, the last one I got wrong was Fremantle. I thought they were going to win because they've done well in the past, probably, 6 weeks now. They were 5 wins in a row, and I just thought maybe they've got it. And James Jordan did a really good job on Caleb Sarong. I'm pretty sure he tagged him. And Adelaide just got over the top by 13 points against the D's. It was a good game, controversial, a couple of them, but at the same time, yeah. So let's go through the round 18 clash, and can you believe it? Even through my injuries I've had, I still managed to have nearly 19 tips in a row, so that's pretty impressive. But we got disappointing Carlton versus Brisbane. We'll go 52. Brisbane by 52 points. It's not even going to be close. Like Carlton, they're just a mess, and I'm going to make a video on Carlton very shortly. The next one is Gold Coast versus Collingwood. Now, Collingwood are just the best team in the competition by far. Gold Coast, they had a good win against Essendon, but they had to work hard for that win. It's up there, but Collingwood have a pretty good record up there, so I'm tipping Collingwood to win by 7 points. It's going to be a classic game, and I can't remember the last time Gold Coast played a prime Friday night game, it's going to be good to watch. A Saturday game at Marvel Stadium, 1:20 p.m. Western Bulldogs versus Adelaide Crows. They both had good wins on the weekend. I think that Western Bulldogs are in a little bit better form than Adelaide Crows. I think Western Bulldogs are going to win, and they'll win by 13 points. It's going to be a close game, but just the Western Bulldogs talls will probably just stand up late. Alright, so we've got the 4:20 game. GWS versus Geelong. My heart and gut is saying Geelong, because I'm a Geelong supporter, so just right there. But at the same time, GWS, they've had the wood over us quite a few times, but we did beat them. Oh no, it's not at Canberra, it's at NG Stadium. So, I think Geelong they'll win by 5 points. I think it's going to be a thriller, and yeah, hopefully we can beat GWS. That'd be nice. Richmond versus Essendon. Now, last time I tried to tip Richmond, they lost by 62 points against Adelaide. So I'm tipping Essendon. They'll win by 22 points. It'll be a close game, but Richmond got a couple more injuries. Unfortunately, Sam Lola is out for the rest of the season with his hammy. It looks really bad. Also, Hugo Ralph-Smith, I don't think they'll play him. The next game at Optus Stadium, Fremantle versus Hawthorn. Wow, this is going to be a good game. Part of me thinks Hawthorn, but at the same time, it's at Optus Stadium, and Fremantle haven't been playing too badly. I'm going to tip Fremantle to win this one by 11 points. Hopefully, this is a close round of football. So the next one is Melbourne versus North Melbourne. North Melbourne have been competitive, but at the same time, Melbourne are probably just in a little bit better form. They won a couple of games. I mean, last time these two met, I think North Melbourne won by 53 points, if I'm not mistaken, or 52. So, but that was at Marvel. I'm tipping Melbourne to win by 25. No, actually, I'm going to tip them by 15 points. Melbourne will win by. St Kilda versus Sydney. Ooh, is Sydney coming back and making finals? Comment down below. I am going St Kilda. Why not? St Kilda will win by 3 points. It'll be a close game, but I think Sydney will have like a lead of 15 points going into the last, and St Kilda just claw their way back and just win. That's my prediction. And it'll definitely be wrong. Port Adelaide versus West Coast. Port have to win this, surely. I'm tipping Port Adelaide to win. They do have quite a few injuries though, but in saying that, I'm still tipping Port Adelaide to win by 50 points. Alright, there are my tips. My tips are in 95 tips correct so far, which is horrendous, I must admit. But I am 479,332. The ESPN footy tips overall. Hope you comment down below your predictions for all the games and subscribe to the channel. I recently got, I think, 28,000 views in the space of 48 hours, which is crazy. Thank you, YouTube Shorts. But please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and yeah, peace.